Hi there, I'm in my tent. The rains have started, you can probably hear it. Wind hasn't started yet, thank God, because I'm not sure. I think my tent might just fall apart. I'm naked, so I can't really show you my body because I put my clothes inside a plastic bag in the hopes that if the tent falls down, my sleeping bag gets soaked, everything, at least my clothes might be dry when this storm is over. Hi, welcome back to Love, Laugh, and Lose Weight. I'm Leanne, your host. Okay, here we are, Mantario Trail Part 2, the solo half. Let's get to it. Well, 5:30 a.m., day 5, and I'm off, leaving, Moosehead Lake, heading towards Lake Mantario. This is supposed to be the toughest section, but not scary. Apparently, just really steep, but not scary. So, 5:30 a.m., because it's going to be a scorcher today. It's going to be like 29. Look at there's in the background, Moosehead Lake, very pretty. Had a good day yesterday, got clean, sorta. Talk to you later. Wow. And every once in a while you get this. Still on Moosehead Lake. I've been walking for about half an hour this morning. And a beautiful actual trail, like not mud, not rock climbing, but rock climbing is coming today apparently. And I already had to forge one river. I just wish David were here because I'm lonely. But I don't know. He was so unhappy with my pace. He just couldn't stand it. He just couldn't take it. And I couldn't go any faster. Oh well. I'm at the top of the world! I just did some serious rock climbing now. I'm talking hands and legs and knees even sometimes, and over big boulders. But fortunately, it wasn't scary. It was just difficult. I think there's going to be more. Today, this is supposed to be the most difficult segment, apparently. Top of the world. What time is it? 7 a.m. Been going for an hour and a half. All right. See you later. Oh, my goodness. Do you ever have this feeling that God loves you? I mean, like even if you're not very religious, like God really is caring for you, and and you almost want to weep. I've been hearing, look at this. I've been hearing, and I've been walking through that. See those clouds? I've been walking through that. Did you hear that? Just it's in the distance now. I've been hearing thunder. I even saw some lightning, and I thought there's absolutely, and that's over there, that's rain. See that? And I thought there's absolutely nothing I can do. I have no shelter. I'm going to walk through it. Thunder, lightning, rain, I'm going to walk through it. There's nothing I can do. What am I going to set up a tent right up here on the rock? My little flimsy tent? So I was bracing myself. I was ready. I was ready to walk right through it. And all of a sudden, look at, my trail goes this way. My trail goes this way. It's like the storm is going around me. It's an amazing feeling. You do sometimes at times like this think, oh, thank you, God. This is hard enough. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. I didn't need that. I mean, I was going to take it. I was ready. Walk through the storm. Walk through it. But we'll see. This is what I'm climbing. I'm sitting on a boulder right now. And it carries on. Here. I have to keep going. Somehow get footage and go. Okay. That's where I'm going next. That's our route. I am not kidding. Okay. Let's get her going. I might have to take my backpack off. We'll see. Oh, what a beautiful sight. 7.5 hours after leaving Lake Moosehead, I see water. That's Lake Mantario. There's going to be a campsite down there. Oh boy. I hope there's some shade. Wow, I still haven't reached the campsite, but how beautiful. Look at those cliffs over there. And it's not just beautiful because I'm almost at the campsite, although that's a good enough reason. But it's just beautiful. Well, it's 10 minutes to 8 and I'm exhausted. I'm sleeping on the trail. There's no way I'm going to get to the campsite. We might have a lot of rain tonight. My sleeping bag is over there. I mean, my backpack with all the food, cooking utensils over there. My tent is over there. Kind of far away. I don't know, not all that far, but I do have my water with me in case a bear comes and takes my whole backpack. I wanted things to be on top of a hill because if we get this big rains that might be coming in, then the rain will go down around us. I don't know. We'll see what happens when this storm is over. I'm hoping it's not really a storm. It'll just be rain. But they predicted potential. We'll see. Well, it's 5 minutes to 5 in the morning. Mosquitoes everywhere, so I'm about to run down and get my backpack, which is still there. No bear took it. My tent kind of collapsed during the night, but somebody up there loves me because there was no real storm. There was a bit of wind, a bunch of rain. My sleeping bag is kind of wet on the outside, but still dry and warm on the inside. Who could ask for more? Well, I could ask for these mosquitoes to leave. Leave. Not happening. I'm going to run down to my backpack right now. Shoot, there's one right there. They're all over. I'm going to run down to my backpack and get my mosquito repellent out of it now. Oh, forgot to mention, I also think I have still enough water. I have almost a 700 milliliter bottle of Diet Coke water, water in a Diet Coke bottle still left, plus some unfiltered water in a bag, but I have my filter. That should do it. I think I should be at a water source once I start walking, within about 4 or 5 hours, I think. I'm pretty sure. If nothing else, I can take a detour down to Ritchie Lake. That's a half a kilometer detour, which, oh my goodness, I'm tired. So if I have to, though, I'll do that to get water. So we're good on that front, too. Bears didn't take my backpack. No real storm to speak of. No hail. No. Leanne, you are living right. You are living right, lady. Because I was hunkered down. In fact, see over there? I'm going to show you something. Am I looking at the right thing? See the little rocks there? I was thinking if there's hail, maybe I could go. I was trying to look for a cave. I didn't see one. But there's like sort of a two-walled thing if I went into the bushes and the hail was coming from that direction. I didn't know what to do. I was like, because that little flimsy tent ain't holding back no hail, I'll tell you that. Oh, Lord. But here we are. Beautiful day. Oh, God, these mosquitoes. Okay, this is day 6. It's 6:20 a.m. The day after sleeping on trail I'm between Mantario Lake and Ritchie Lake Junction, and I see this rope, and it's going across a crevice. I have to somehow, fortunately, I'm not like, I have to get down there. This looks kind of scary. I'm going to go for it. Okay, now that I'm closer, this doesn't look too terrible. I mean, very, very steep. I'm going to use that rope, but it's not like I'm traversing across a ravine or anything. I'm just getting down there to that path, and then I'm going to go through that mud. It'll be okay. Made it. OMG. It was actually a bit scarier than I thought it would be. You see that big boulder up there? You have to maneuver around it, and it jets out into space, and you got a big backpack on your back, so you can't like turn around, because you try to turn around, your backpack's hitting the rock. I wanted to take my backpack off, but then where do I put it? If I tried to drop it, it was going to drop all the way down to here. Oh my goodness. But woohoo! Okay, so now, somehow or other, I have to get up this rock thing. And you know it's the right way because you see little cairns. I've come from down there. It wasn't easy, but that was a beaver dam I crossed. By the way, anytime you see beaver dam, Translation, danger. There's going to be cliffs. Okay. I'm just sitting on a ledge right now. Not sitting, standing, but I've caught my breath. I'm going to give it a go. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm now sitting on a ledge. I found like a ledge, see, with where I can even put my feet. I'm not scared. I had taken my backpack off to climb up this part right here. I'm about halfway up. I'm just catching my breath because if I'm tired, there's no way I'm going to make it. There's the beaver dam, that rat bastard. And over on the other side is that rope climb. Huh? This is a real... You know what? They call it the Mantario Trail. Just call it the Mantario Obstacle Course. Right now I'm laughing because I made it up, but it was actually kind of scary. No, I'm more than halfway. Well, no, I'm about halfway now. Woo! Made it. By the way, sometimes I just feel like there's angels at work or something. I don't know. When you're out here, I guess you get all spiritual. I talked about God helping me yesterday. Because last night, I was planning to walk until maybe 9 p.m. It doesn't get dark until 9:30, quarter to 10. But then those dark clouds were coming in, and I had heard warnings of potential like hailstorm and stuff, and I was super tired. So I decided to stop where I slept there on the trail at 8 p.m. Thank God, because I was really tired, and this little thing that I just did, the little ropey, the little climbing up a mountainside, that would have been last night when I was exhausted, rather than this morning when, I'm still tired. It's day 6 of my hike, but, when I'm not so exhausted. So thank God for that decision. That's all I can say. I'm resting. I just climbed a hill, not some mountain hanging on to the sides hill, just an ordinary hill. Well, actually, hills around here are generally very, very steep. So this one was steep, and I sometimes had to use branches to pull myself up or put my hands on the rock in front of me to pull myself up. So it was steep, but just a hill. But here's the funny thing. When else in life can you find what I'm doing enjoyable? I found this perfect rock, perfect, with like a little ledge on the back so that I can rest my backpack so that it's not on my shoulders. And I've been sitting here for at least 5 minutes. We might even be going on 10. I'm sitting in a swarm of mosquitoes. They're all over, and but I got this insect repellent on, right? So they keep getting real close to my legs here. I can try to show you. They get real close, and then they bounce off. Hold on. They get close. Where is one? And then but they don't touch the leg. Aha, you rat bastard. That's right. You tried to touch my leg. See what happens. I got that insect repellent on, don't I? Anyway, I don't know if I was showing it or not, because I couldn't see. But they get real close to my leg, but they don't touch the leg. And then my arm, same thing. And then they get close to my face, but they don't touch, because I got that insect repellent on. And I keep looking at them, those little rat bastards. Hey, fly away. Yeah, you just try to land. When else in life would just sitting here on a rock resting, because I've just climbed this hill and I was tired, would be peaceful and enjoyable? And a swarm of mosquitoes. Peaceful and enjoyable. But I do think I'm not going to reach Lake Hennessy today if I don't actually stand up and start moving again. But I just thought I'd ramble a little bit because it's kind of funny. Well, I just used that as a water source. I filled up my bottle. I am really trusting my handy-dandy Sawyer mini filter because I don't know if there's going to be other water sources. I'm just knackered. I'm beat. I probably have 4 more hours of walking to do today, maybe, to get to Hennessy Lake. I'm just lying here in the middle of the trail. It's hot out. It's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to get up to 31 today. It might be that already. I've been drinking tons of water, and guess where I'm refilling it? At the swamps. There's no real proper place to fill up water. But I've been filling it because I've been drinking it. So, filtering it and everything. There's my pack in the middle of the trail. I found a shady spot with a rock to lean up against. That's all I needed. Anyway, I think I'm gonna take a little siesta for like 20 minutes and then go on. Well, I'm being rescued. That's my friend Brad back there. I'll tell you all about it later. It was an adventure. Yeah, I'm going across Crawduck Lake right now to a fishing camp on Crawduck Lake. And it's not too far from Hemingway Lake, campsite, by the way, which I never made it to. But, you know, stories can end okay sometimes. Here we are, day 2 of rescue. We're going across Big Whiteshell Lake. This has been kind of an adventure, let me tell you. Turns out I could have walked right out from here. I was real close to the north, whatever, the north terminal of the trail. In fact, this part right here, I walked last year with 2 friends of mine, Beth and Paulette. I know exactly. It's probably a 2 to 3 hour walk. I could have walked right out, but they said, we're going across to the North Shore anyway. We'll give you a ride in the boat. I was like, well, okay. Okay, so the big rescue, I'll tell you exactly what happened. On my final day, actually it was supposed to be the day before my final day, I was getting to a campground called Hemingway Campsite. It's on Hemingway Lake. And I was almost there. It had been a really long day. I'd been going since 5:30 a.m. I was tired, I was exhausted, oh my goodness, on and on. And at about 5:30 p.m., I knew I was almost at Hemingway Lake. I could see on the map. I'm like almost there. But I could not find the next trail marker. I knew I was on the Mantario Trail because I could go back to my last blue sign that says, blue arrow, blue with a white arrow, that means Mantario Trail, but I could not find the next marker. And I was up on some Canadian Shield, and I was going around and around, and the Canadian Shield piece that I was on was huge. It was probably 7 football fields. It was huge. And I'm already tired. And I'm going around and around and around for... I did this for a couple of hours. I'm not exaggerating. And I was this close to Hemingway Campsite, the lake. And I knew I was, but I could not find the trail. So I finally started to... I wouldn't say panic. I wasn't panicking. I thought, okay, Leanne, well... if worse comes to worse, you'll just sleep up here. You'll sleep up here on the Canadian Shield. The only problem was that there was some thunderstorm warning, so I was hoping to get to the campsite because I was planning to drape my tent over the picnic table and then sleep under the picnic table and use that as some kind of a shelter. So I was a little bit worried about that, but I thought, well, if worse comes to worse, you can just sleep up here. You could go right down. I knew I could get down to Big Whiteshell Lake by going down on a portage route and to get some more water if I needed to. Yeah, not even that swamp water, but like the lake water. So I knew I'd be okay, and I thought, well, if I have to, I'll just sleep up here, and then tomorrow morning I'll take off my backpack, leave it, and start walking around, and I will eventually find the darn route, and then I'll come back and get my backpack. But there's another option. Big Whiteshell Lake has Big Whiteshell Lodge, and Big Whiteshell Lodge I thought would have boats, and they might come pick me up if I said, hey, I'll stay in your lodge. So I called them, and they said, oh, sorry, we can't come. Our boat's down. However, there's a fishing camp on the other lake, the one on the other side of the portage. There's a fishing camp. They would probably pick you up, probably. So I called them and I told them where I was. I said, I'm on this portage between your lake and Big Whiteshell Lake, but I can't find my Mantario Trail route, and I'm just about to cry. I've been going around for circles. At this point, it's getting up to be about a little after 8 p.m. And I had gotten onto that Whiteshell at 5:30, been going around and around in circles. So he said, okay, we'll come. We'll ring a big bell, so be listening for the big bell, and we'll come find you. And I was like, okay, fine. So they did. They came. They found me. It was great. It was the most amazing thing ever. They were so nice. They put me in their little boat. They took me to their little fishing lodge. And by the way, I will never forget them. In fact, I'm going to write up here the name of that fishing lodge. If you're ever a fisherman, go see them. They didn't charge me a penny. They wouldn't take money, and I kept asking, please, I have a credit card. I didn't have a lot of cash with me. I have a credit card. I can pay for a night. Nope. They fed me everything. They were the best ever. So that's my sort of rescue thing that happened. I'd have probably been okay, but it sure was nice to get out of what I thought might be a storm coming. So that was it. And here we are, alive to tell the tale. I would do it again. Believe it or not, it might have looked miserable. I would do it again in a heartbeat. It was the most exhilarating. You feel alive out there. You feel alive. It's like when you got bugs biting you, it might not sound pleasant, but you're alive. It's hard to describe. It's almost surreal because sometimes you can be miserable and exhilarated at the same time. And which one wins? To me, the exhilaration wins, but it's close. It's kind of like love and hate. You know how they say love and hate are on a circle, right? Love is very close to hate. It's kind of interesting. So this was misery and exhilaration at the same time. I would do it again in a heartbeat. That's it. Love you lots. Looking forward to talking with you next week. Bye.